Arlene just mentioned, today is Juneteenth, the day that celebrates the end of slavery here in the United States. And for the first time, some major companies are making Juneteenth a holiday for their employees. These are some of the Fortune 500 companies recognizing it this year. Uber, Target, JCPenney, Google, Twitter, Best Buy, and Nike, also MasterCard, Spotify, and Lyft, to name a few others. And joining me now is Dr. Amrita Myers. She's an associate professor of history and gender studies at Indiana University. Thank you so much for getting up early on this Friday morning. Can you tell us, how is Juneteenth being viewed now in light of the death of George Floyd?
Good morning. Well, I think that, of course, for African Americans, Juneteenth has always been very significant, and it's been celebrated amongst family groups, at churches, with benevolent societies. But I think that this year it's taken on more urgency across the nation, and different ethnic groups and white people certainly are becoming more aware of it. I've been teaching it in my history classes for years, as have a number of people. And I think it's important that, I know that here in town and in many other places, we've been urging for people to, for city groups, for municipalities to actually pass bylaws and proclamations making it a recognized holiday. Mm-hmm. And I think it's wonderful that corporations are actually making this move to make it a paid, recognized holiday, so that people have the time to actually not just celebrate it, but to actually be recognized, to have the money to actually to celebrate. And I actually think that it would be wonderful if municipalities recognized it in this way, so that we can actually move forward. Because just like Martin Luther King Day is recognized, I think that if Juneteenth was recognized, because it is about freedom and liberation, that would actually go a long way towards us being able to do something larger structurally to talk about emancipation and liberation.
And we had talked about some of the major companies that were recognizing this day. Also, we had talked in the break, and you just touched on as well, some states, you're talking about local municipalities, but some states like New York State have gone the extra step to make this a paid holiday for state employees. So moving forward, is this something that more companies, this should be the standard, that companies are behind this, that states, local municipalities are behind this?
100%. I think that that's actually the direction that we need to go. I think that when leadership has to come from the top down in everything. So when I think that when state authorities, governments make this move, it sets the standard, it sets an example. When major corporations do this, that's wonderful. But when governments do it, it sets an example as well from the top down. And it sets an example for everyone that it's not just a day off, and it's a day that we can come together and that we can remember, commemorate, memorialize, and think really deeply about freedom, about emancipation, about liberation, because we're not there yet. And we can think about what we can do moving forward to make this country truly equitable and free and just for everybody.
Hopefully we see more of that change moving forward. Dr. Myers, thank you so much. It's a very important day. Thank you for giving us your thoughts on it.